Little girl raped after mayor danced making Philly sanctuary city, now he's busted. Democratic Mayor Jim Kenney made headlines after he was caught celebrating as he successfully made Philadephia sanctuary city. Kenney exclaimed as he danced, "We are a sanctuary city." That was at the beginning of June, and now, a little girl has been viciously raped by an illegal alien in the city of brotherly love, thanks to Kenney's policies. Well, the mayor just got busted. When will these Democrats learn? America can't harbor illegal aliens in sanctuary cities without running the risk of heinous crimes. We can't ignore ICE court orders and let these criminals go free. Didn't we learn anything from the Kate Steinle murder? Now, we have this buffoon, Mayor Jim Kenney, who allowed an illegal alien felon not to walk the streets, and a little innocent girl was raped. Philly.com's Stu Bykowski reported, Juan Ramon Vasquez, who's been in my column before, pleaded guilty to illegal entry after deportation, which is a felony. But that was not as bad as the felony he committed after he was turned loose by the City of Brotherly Enablers after a 2014 arrest. He continued, ICE had requested that he be detained for deportation, but our self-righteous city turned the Honduran loose, and the next time he was in custody it was for raping a 5-year-old girl. I'm sure the victim's family appreciates Kenney's policy that protects foreign convicted felons, which is what Vasquez was. Making matters worse, this ignorant Mayor Kenney and his buddy, Philly District Attorney Larry Krasner, then tried to blame President Donald Trump. Well, of course, it's the blame Trump game. The Trump administration has made it so that immigrant children can get raped because they're afraid to call the police, said a duplicitous Krasner. Philly.com added, since Mayor Michael Nutter's administration, the city had not been providing the feds with the names of victims or witnesses of crimes. It provided only the names of the accused, and soon will cease doing even that. We have to keep our foreign convicted felons free from harm. In the highly evolved mind of Krasner, Philly turns loose a convicted felon who rapes a child and it's Trump's fault. Now, the residents of Philly and Americans across the country are through with Kenney. He just got busted by the local news. Fox and Friends tweeted out, Philadelphia mayor tries to defend ignoring ICE detainer on illegal immigrant who assaulted a child. Philly residents were outraged over Kenney attempting to pass the buck. Facts are facts, and this horrendous now convicted illegal alien rapist would not have been walking free if Philadelphia was not a sanctuary city. In Tuesday's news release, the DOJ listed other detainers that were ignored by the city: a Liberian convicted of aggravated assault and required to register as a sex offender, a Lithuanian with 3 DUI convictions, a Gambian charged with aggravated assault, a Guatemalan convicted of indecent exposure, a Mexican with a DUI, another Mexican with aggravated assault and weapons offense convictions, an Italian with cocaine delivery and manufacturing convictions, a Vietnamese with drug convictions. It's just a handful, you say? What is the correct number of foreign convicted felons that Philadelphia should shelter? We are not talking about undocumented people with no other offenses. These are foreign convicted felons, and Kenney places their welfare above the safety of Americans. Perhaps he'll stop dancing long enough to tell us why. Social media exploded, letting Kenney know his excuses and dancing are pathetic. Greg Barrett tweeted, that whole happy dance, awkward as it was, is turning out to not be your best moment in light of recent developments, huh? Careful what you wish for, mayor, cause you just might get it. #sanctuary city #dangerous. Twitter user Richard Vaught posted the Department of Justice's memorandum titled Defendant Released from Local Custody Despite Outstanding ICE Detainer Pleads Guilty to Illegal Re-Entry Following Philadelphia Conviction for Rape of Child, and tweeted it straight to Mayor Kenney. Kenney's getting trounced on social media and in the press. The understandable outrage comes as the immigration debate heats up with rabid leftists demanding open borders. Isn't it enough? With this poor little 5-year-old girl scarred for life, she will never regain her innocence. Her childhood is over. It's time Kenney resign. It's time America and Americans come first. It's time the Democrats stop waging a war on ICE agents at the peril of our own citizens. No country can survive without law, order, and a strong border. build the wall and deport all those felons ICE has identified. No longer will Americans